Alright, so I've just ordered a 8 gigabyte RAM upgrade for my MacBook. I currently have 4 gigabytes in there, and I was using a lot of processes and things, and figured it might be a good idea to speed it up a little bit. So it's really a pretty simple process to replace the RAM. We're going to start off by going ahead and opening up the back shell of the MacBook, taking that off. So go ahead and unscrew. Alright, so now that we've got it unscrewed, just go ahead and lift it off. Comes off pretty easily. There we go. And you can place that to the side. Now I've got a lot of dust in here. It's not too bad though. Now before you go and touch anything in here, you want to make sure that you have grounded yourself by touching something metal. Get any static you have built up off, because these electronic components are very susceptible to the static. So now this is a early 2011 MacBook Pro 13-inch. You notice it only has one fan. You can do the exact same procedure with 15-inch. The 15-inch can actually take 16 gigabytes on RAM depending on the processor you have, but the 13-inch, this one I have, the maximum capacity recommended by Apple is 8 gigabytes. So you can see over here, this is the current RAM, and it says that I have 2 gigabytes of RAM, and then under there is going to be a second 2 gigabytes. So I have a total of 4 gigabytes. I have my new RAM here that just came in the mail in this package. Same brand, and we have 4 gigabytes. Well, 2 slots of 4 gigabytes, so that'll give us 8 gigabytes total. So it's a pretty simple process. Pretty much just come into this one over here, and on the sides there's these 2 little levers. You just pull those to the side and the RAM springs right up, and you slide it out. Try not to drop it like that. It'll be just fine, but it's best to avoid things like that. Same with the lower one, just pop those 2 little levers to the side. This one's a little bit more difficult to finagle out, but it'll come. Lift it up and slide it right out. So I'm going to go ahead and put those 2 on the side. And now I'm going to install my 4 gigabytes. So you have this little slot here. Just orient it the same way the other 2 came out. Basically just putting this back in the reverse way that we pulled the other one out. So go ahead and lean over it, make sure you're getting it in that slot. Slide it in there. Open these 2 little bars on the side and push him down until he snaps in. That one's good. And then same thing with the top one. Make sure you get it in the slot. Push it down. Snaps in. And we seem to be good to go. So just remember to get rid of that static before you go touching any of these electronics. Just touch, you can touch any metal object really. Just make sure it's enough to ground you. Get rid of any static, and we're good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and replace this bottom shell, and then we can boot up the MacBook and make sure it's reading the RAM properly. Alright, so now we're booting up, and we'll go ahead and log in, and we'll check to see whether or not the MacBook is picking up the RAM upgrade, which it should be if it's made it this far. ahead and log in. Okay, now we're going to go up here to the Apple in the top left corner. As soon as everything loads here. You'd think it would be faster, but because it's just been installed, it's reading everything into the RAM that it needs. So we'll go to About This Mac. Opens up and it says we have 8 gigabytes of 1333 megahertz DDR3. And we can go here to more info, and we'll also see that our graphics has gone up from, I think it's 364, 354, something like that, up to 512 megabytes with the RAM upgrade. So hopefully, this will increase speeds with multiple processes,